The population of Winnemucca, Nevada was 6,191 in 1990. Let's just start writing. Been increasing at about 4%. They gave you a percent because they gave you a percent. We're in this territory. Again, one day we'll get here, but right now we're here. It's percent. So, P is the original amount. Original number of people. By the way, if they're asking us for population, we will not use decimals because population doesn't come in decimals. It'd be like, oh, look at that, 0.75 of a person. That's just not nice. It's been increasing at about 4% annually. That would be your rate, so 4%. Nobody talks like that in these things. What we do instead is we take our decimal, which is right here, and we will move it 2 places to the left. So 0.04, I like the leading 0 for cosmetic reasons. And then let t equal 0. Now, you might be tempted to read this and say, oh, t equals 0. They said so. Represent the year 1990 in your equation. What is the population this year? Okay, I'm not planning on recording this video every single year. Currently, as I record this video, it is 2024. So because it is 2024, it has been how long since 1990? Okay. So if I was recording this in 1990, I would put a 0 here. If I was in 1991, I'd put a 1. If I was in 1992, I'd put a 2. You get my drift. Let's not beat a dead horse. But it's 2024. So 2024 minus 1990, that's 34 years later. Okay, it's been 34 years since then. And I wonder what the population is now. That's what they're asking. You can put A equals what if you want to or not. It's up to you. But we do have this formula, 1 plus or minus r to the t. And I think it's important to note that the population is increasing. So we don't know the amount. We do know 6,191. We do have 0.04, and we're going to raise it to the 34. We're going to get quite the population here. Winnemucca is really increasing in population. 1.04, raise it to the 34. And let's stare at that for a second. Now we're dealing with people. So we have 23,490.6. Nope. Okay. That 6 rounds that up. So 23,491. So A equals 23,491 what? People. People that live in Winnemucca. That's fun to say. It really is. I want to be a tour guide in Winnemucca someday, and I'm just going to be like, welcome to Winnemucca. All right, using the same information as the last problem. Okay, we'll read through that in a minute again. In what year? Let's just stop there. In what year? We don't know what time is. Well, what is time? It's an existential question. No, we don't know what year we're going to be dealing with, so they're asking us to solve for time. And we want the population to be, population after time has elapsed. It's going to be 20,000. And then round to the nearest year. So we'll deal with that when it comes. But using the same information, meaning we're still going to start with the same number of people. And we're going to start in 1990, which the number 1990 does not come into what we're dealing with yet. And we do have a rate that is the same, so 0.04. Now, the process is different. Again, still dealing with a percentage. They didn't say percent, but same information is percent. A equals P, 1 plus or minus R to the T. Let's fill in everything we know. We have a population now of 20,000. Well, now, if you're a time traveler. 6191. Whoa, 6191, not 6161. That's tragic. It's about to mess with the population of Winnemucca. And we're going to raise it to a power that we don't know. Okay, so I'm going to raise it to the t, and I don't know what t is. But what I am going to do is start solving it. Now, this is going to look a little familiar. We don't have a variable by itself like we did here, but what we do have is some of these situations where we're like, oh man, we got to solve for an exponent. So solving for an exponent is going to involve a logarithm. So 6191, 6191, we're going to cancel those out. And over here, let's do the easy part first. 1 plus 0.04, that's 1.04. I really hope you don't need a calculator for that. Next part, you'll need a calculator for it. Unless you're really into doing long division like this by hand. I'm not. And most of the population of Winnemucca is not either. Okay, I'm done. 3.230495. Okay, I'm going to write that, but I'm going to use that all of that. So log, are you ready for a log? I am. Log base 1.04 of 3.230 for fun equals t. We have taken what was exponential, turned it into a logarithm. That's why we were ready for this logarithm a minute ago. So get the glare off that thing. 1.04 of, okay, now I'm gonna go back up and retrieve my answer. If you're using Desmos, just copy the number and paste it. There it is. And t equals 29.898. Oh, I'm done. No, you're not. In what year? Okay, first of all, round to the nearest year. So we're going to say that t really is equal to 30. Okay, 30. 30 year 30? No. This is not like the first century. Okay, 30 years after 1990. So final answer is 1990 plus 30. You don't have to write this part, but that's the year 2020. So in the year 2020, we would have expected the population of Winnemucca, which I did not say awkwardly, to be 20,000 people.